Bears franchise. In the last episode, one of the best players I have ever gotten in a draft. In Kelly, 22 years old, 79 overall with hidden dev. He's going to replace Luke Allen after this year. Luke Allen on the final year of his deal. We gave him a 1-year extension. I believe he's now 33. And then we didn't do much more. I don't think we really signed anyone. We maybe signed Barnes and Brackens, actually. No, I think we signed Barnes. I don't think we signed Brackens. I think we signed O'Leary as well. Alrighty, but let's get right into it. Week 1 against the Las Vegas Raiders. We have to go over some things first before we actually get into it. Listen, we have. I think we need to focus on the running game. We have, I think his name's Dexter McCray or something like that, who I'm very high on. I believe he's on the final year of his deal. So, no, it should be fun to see if we have something in him. He did sit behind Danny Mack for the first few years. I think we're a playoff team. But without further ado, so I think we're going to make the playoffs, but I'm going to say 7 wins just in case. First game of the season is going to result in a win, 35-24. I mean, I feel like we have a very solid chance to win it all this year, considering we fell short by a overtime touchdown in the Super Bowl last season. Well, he didn't. I think the score was like 31-24, so I'm not mad at him for losing. But this is this should be a fun stretch. As you can see, we're heading to Green Bay, or no, we're playing Green Bay and then Minnesota. Green Bay was I want to say it was 4 regular season losses we had last year by 1 score as well, I'm pretty sure. But we did sweep, and we lose to them again. We did sweep Minnesota and Detroit in the other ones, so it also looks like we're going to be playing at least majority of the AFC South, so we have a stretch of, just divisions with the North and then the South. Ideally, I think if we want a chance at the division, we need to win this game against the Vikings, because if we drop with Andrew Thompson, tackle out of Ohio State. Oh, we don't have a first round pick, that's right. One of these 2 picks right here is ours. We traded ours away in order to grab the receiver. So it's a bit interesting this year. Hopefully we can win against Minnesota. I feel like it's going to be a very bad start if we drop to Minnesota. And Green Bay in back-to-back weeks, we'd be below 500. We win 37-14. Ooh, a week 7 bye. That is an early bye. I don't like that. Just praise him, bro. This man seems to do so much with these challenges, but never never gets it. This is like a two-part breakout. So he'll get like XP if he completes this one, and then allow him to earn more XP, and then the next dev trait, which I believe for him would be X Factor. Oh, geez, Tampa Bay's an 88 overall. Pass the ball, man. We have one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and a solid receiver who has a challenge to do as well. Then we have some other ways. Brian Cohen, Paul Altman, immediately with 106 mil. I'm thinking we might want to. For instance, we also gave 1 year deal as well. We're probably gonna let him walk, even with his high interest in us. Bo Benjamin is a must bring back. Jeff Pearman, I would like to bring back. Eric Bird, I would really like to bring back. Kevin Trammell, I don't really know. Quan Nolan, I would like. Kyle Woods, I don't really have an opinion on. Dewey Sampson, I think I'd like back. I'm not quite positive yet. Kenny Cates, he's 25, maybe. Junior Wooden, 25 as well. I don't know about him. Josh Gilmore. I'd like to bring one of these two back. Junior Wooden or Josh Gilmore. David Trapp. Honestly, I would be down to uh, bring back David Trapp and let Brian Cohen walk. Because he's asking for a lot of money, as much as I think he's worth every last cent. I'd prefer to kind of keep my money. Week 4 against the Buccaneers, hoping we can pick up a win against this team. They're an 88 overall. They're also 2-1, so this could be a very tough game. 14-12. Now we have another tough one with the Falcons. We have a practice squad guy signed as well as an injury. Hallie Patterson. Noah Walker, backup left end, I'm pretty sure. Although we do have a few recasts, and now that we are past week 4, we are going to take a look at the stats quickly. See, it happens every time with him. You know how hard it is to get 150 receiving yards? It's not easy. Okay, so now that I'm looking, we're in 2035, and this is based in the 2023, 2022 season, 2022-2023. Packers are still undefeated as well. I'm looking, Soldier Field is still the Bears Stadium. I think that it could still be the Bears Stadium by this time, but I think they're going to have to do some renovations in order for that to be the case. So, what I'm thinking, and EA's probably not going to do this, is they're now adding the ability to like relocate and stuff as a coach. So instead of having to be the owner to do all that, you can now be the coach and still have the option to relocate. Another thing I'd like them to add is to make a different stadium. There's like stadiums that you could choose from in this game. What I like them to do is to add that feature to this, where you don't have to relocate. Because let's be honest, I doubt the Bears relocate. Chicago is one of the biggest sports markets out there. I doubt they relocate. It's not happening. But what I think would be very cool is if you were able to create, and when I say create, I mean like I doubt they're going to add creative stadium like MLB The Show and stuff. Like, have the ability to choose from those stadiums that you're able to when you relocate to make in your home city. So that way you don't have to relocate and you can have a new stadium. Because let's be honest, Soldier Field, or at least renovate as well. That would also be cool. Soldier Field is not high up there in NFL stadiums. It's probably in the bottom 10. Can we win against Atlanta? That's the big question as well. I feel like we're going to probably have to, or Green Bay's going to have to lose in order to keep up with them. Green Bay does lose. Works out both. So I feel like that'd be very cool, as if they added that feature to where you can renovate and build a new stadium without having to leave your city. Because I'm pretty sure that's the case, kinda. You can relocate, but you can't actually, uh, right, but you can keep your team name when you relocate. So for example, I could become the London Bears if I wanted to. We've won 3 in a row. I don't think this is a game we should lose considering they're 1-4, but I wouldn't be surprised. Teams are looking more past we barely win. I forgot to look at the stats. Oh no. But the Packers had their bye week, so Gil Espinoza goes up to star dev. Okay, we're gonna look at stats during the bye week. Now, uh, stay grinding, man. We're 5-1. We're winning our division at the moment. Granted, this could be a 1 week thing because the Packers have a bye week. All it takes is for the Packers to win this week, and we're back to second. But I don't know how the Bengals are doing. They're 4-2. Okay, so we cannot look past them. We have a nice little schedule. And the Cardinals are also 4-2. We have this whole 3 game stretch right here circled. Let's look at stats quickly. Jarius Cohn, he's struggling. The offense is kind of middle of the pack, though. Defense is doing amazing. Rushing, Dexter McCray is struggling a bit. Points scored once again. The offense is in the middle of the pack. Luke Allen, who's been dominating. Okay, so we have a good defense coordinator. Luke Allen is leading in receiving touchdowns. So this is interesting. I don't know. Week 7, who are the people we can negotiate with? All the way up to Kevin Trammell. That sucks that we can't negotiate with Quan Nolan. I'm thinking, let's get the biggest guy out of the way. Actually, I need to see who my center is quickly. Because we could honestly say goodbye to Paul Altman. We have a solid center in Jake Hamlin. But here's the real question. Okay, he has plenty of years. We locked him up. I think we might be saying goodbye to this O-line. Because to be honest, they're going to become cap casualties soon. Like, we have the people to replace them. So we can just keep delaying it until, like, both are going to need extensions. Like, because I'd prefer to not, like, where is he? All the way down here. Not Stan Palmer. Uh, I don't know. David Trapp. There he is. He's asking for 900K over 1 year. He's asking for, I mean, he's going to take up 1.15 mil, essentially. I'll gladly give him that deal for 1 year, kind of be a prove it deal. To know what I have in him. Because granted, we could mess up by letting these two go. These have been two of the best players on our team for a long time. Let's get it out of the way. Immediately, Bo Benjamin. We gave him a friendly deal as well. Now we're kind of in a tough spot. Like, see, he's getting costly, and they're rejecting. So this could be our final, like, push. Potentially, Eric Bird, we have to get him back. I don't care if he does not want to return. I'm going to feel very uncomfortable with this offer, but I'm willing to make it. And we finally get an extension done. Kevin Trammell, he's a solid punter. Go ahead, give him a solid 3-year deal. Okay. And we legit can't negotiate with anyone else who I am interested in. Luke Allen, we've got to let him walk. As much as I like him, he can't keep staying here. He is, like, for example, he's asking for 13 mil over 1 year. That's too much. Clarence Lindsey's asking for $22 million over 1 year. That's not gonna work. Paul Altman is asking for 4.7. This is a very cheap deal, actually, now that I'm looking at it. Meanwhile, Brian Cohen is asking for about 5.5 mil the first year, and then about 6.5 the next. Honestly, I could make this deal to Brian Cohen because we don't have like a left guard who can replace him outside David Trapp. I'll offer him the base 2-year contract. I'm gonna add a 3rd year to it though. This creates cap space now. As you can see, it makes it cheaper, but it also come year 3 makes him more expensive. Okay, we get Brian Cohen for the next 3 years. Paul Altman, we're going to let walk. And unfortunately for David Trapp, I'm still gonna probably give him that one-year deal he's asking for. So, but we gotta be careful because like there's Kenny Cates who I would like back looking at him. Dudley Sampson I would really like back. Quan Nolan I would like back. Kevin Trammell, Jeff Perriman, Bo Benjamin. Bo Benjamin is the big one. If we gotta get him locked up as soon as possible. All right, the bye week. Nice, relaxing week. Got nothing to worry about this week. Besides focusing on the weeks after, and the Packers won. So see, the Packers are now back in first, and we have big. Vikings have the first overall pick. Our pick is probably, yeah, we're at 31, but that's not our pick. So I'm glad we made that trade with the Saints to move up. Because look at us, we're doing good. The Bengals now are going to be an issue. Let's just get that out of the way. It's going to be an issue. There's no sugarcoating it. They're an issue. And then the Cowboys as well. They're 3-3. They could become an issue. I don't really care. I don't think I have Scout. Oh, not to mention Super Bowl rematch right here. These were the two teams representing the Super Bowl. I want to say we also played them in the preseason. Yeah, we won that game. But this is the real deal. We're not losing to you again, Cincy. We could. I don't hope. That's right. Breakout QB. Well, I'm gonna guess the weekly awards also for him, and the Packers lost as well. So I don't know who the Packers' two losses are to. If one of them is to, oh, Brian Colin goes out with an injury. Fuck me. If one of them is to the Lions or the Viking, well, if it's to the Lions, yeah, look at him. 23 for 33, 324, 4 passing touchdowns, 1 sack, 1 carry for 5 yards. I have no way of knowing who the Packers have lost to, but we're going to go see. They've lost 2 games. They beat the Lions. Okay, so they lost to the Steelers and the 49ers. So this is still a huge game. Because if we win this game, we have not only tied the series at 1-1, but we still we would also make the division the same because the Packers currently are 3-0 in the division. We're currently 1-1, and we play 6 games. So we have to beat Green Bay here in order to force a division tiebreaker, and we just have to hope that Minnesota sweeps Green Bay. This is by far the biggest game we've had so far this season, and it's going to result in a win. I'm gonna be honest, I was actually expecting a loss there. Arizona's still doing a great job. Oh wow, we've already reached our 7-win goal. We have a new ability unlocked for Larry Sweeting. Second win and grab and go. Alrighty. How are the Cowboys? I don't see them. Oh, they're 3-5. Let's not overlook. Don't worry about what I just did, alright? Don't worry about it. Can we beat Arizona? We can. Focus players for scouting. We're going to delegate decisions to staff because we don't even have a first round pick. We're going to wait until week 13 when the playoff picture is to focus on the look at the stats again, and then we're not going to look at them until end of season. So the reason I force win always against the Cowboys in Sim is because EA is a bit biased with the Cowboys. The Packers have another loss, and the Vikings now have a win. If that means what I think it means, oh no, they beat the Saints. But it's not over yet, actually, because they could have still lost to the Lions. No, they couldn't have, actually. What am I talking about? Forgot, they already played them twice. It's like week 2 and 4 or whatever. Alright, well, we know we're going to win this game. EA is biased towards Cowboys. If you don't know, the person in charge of it is a Cowboys fan. So, to prevent any biasness from happening in EA, I force win. Looks like I'm not dealing with that. 23-7. Going into Ford Field on a short week, this could be an issue. We have already confirmed to be above 500 as well. And I feel like if we win just one more game, we're probably a lock for the playoffs. I prefer two because I feel a lot more safe with 2 wins to be a playoff team. But yeah, especially if we beat the Lions and the Packers lose to whoever they have to play, can we get a win against Detroit? We can. They used to be an issue. Doesn't appear that way anymore. They used to have our number, in case you're curious. But we're going to treat this like another bye week. Right before we clinch a playoff spot, in my opinion. We're going to look at stats. We're going to negotiate contracts with players. So this time, we can look at the playoff picture. Jarius Cohn has definitely turned it up. The offense is still doing middle of the pack. The defense is still doing solid. Dexter McCray is still struggling a bit. Points scored, the offense is doing way better than they used to. And points allowed, the defense is still on fire. Okay, this is a big game, the Chiefs. But let's look. We are currently the 1 seed. And we're looking at Arizona, who we have already beat at the 7 seed. With how many losses does Arizona have? They have 6. So if we win, we're in. In the most simplest way possible, because we have the tiebreaker. Let's first off get the big negotiation out of the way. We don't actually have that much cap space that you see down there. That's actually just because I see, man, I really do. Alright, we do lock up Quan Nolan, but we are extremely tight on cap space now. Oh, jeez. I don't even think we have enough to really go after everyone else. I think we can't even negotiate with him. Is there any player at all who is taking up cap space that we can get rid of? Okay, I prefer to look at savings. Jarius Cohn is gonna screw us over, but I don't know why we would cut him. He's our quarterback. We could save around 6 mil with cutting Luke Allen, but we're gonna keep him. We could save 13 mil. Well, that doesn't work because we're legit trying to get him. We go negative with him. Go negative with him. Negative. Jet. Well, that does not give us nearly enough. Might as well just keep our guy. Uh, Alright, so what we gotta look at then is these guys. They're asking for more money, and I cannot provide that to them. I can't give you what you're asking for. Jeff Perriman, I'll do the same exact thing with. I'll offer him. So you can see, it helps us out now. But that final year. Okay, we're stuck. Granted, we do clear up cap spaces enough now to where we could at least make this offer to Kenny Cates. Okay, and he rejects. I wish it didn't carry over. And I wish it would just tell me like what I have, because instead it carries over, what I offered. All right, a win and we're in. Come on, Kansas City, give us what we're looking for. We're in. Actually, I don't know if we're in yet. If Arizona is still the 7th seed, we are. Okay, we're in. So now we're allowed to freely negotiate with. I might as well give you a main one. Tremaine White. Do this good old SWAT upgrade. Uh, Now we're allowed to negotiate whenever we want because we clinched the playoff spot. And plus, this will maybe change their approach. Oh, you fucking bitch. Dead ass, I think we might have to say goodbye to. That does clear up cap space, actually. So, we're gonna give David Trapp the 1 year deal he's asking for, which has increased a bit because he went up on it like 2 overall. Okay, there we go. He stays. And unfortunately, that probably means we're gonna have to, or fortunately, I don't know, bring back Leon Moody. All right, here we go. I have an idea. Okay, I think it's probably honestly smart to let Jeff Perriman go. Bo Benjamin, we need back. He's asking for a decent amount of money, at least 10 mil a year. So I wonder what the franchise tag would be worth. But Kevin Trammell, here. Holy shit, you're being so damn selfish. I could sign you back in free agency for fucking cheaper because no one ever goes after the kickers and punters. I'm giving you what you want. Will you fucking accept it already? Alright, there we go. I think we've gotten everyone that we wanted. I don't need you guys. I can sign guys if I want. Yeah, I think I'm pretty good. Obviously, Leon Moody now with Bo Benjamin making things difficult. I'd like to bring back the 2-10 Vikings. A win and a Packers loss clinches us the division. So let's just hope that happens. 2-10 Vikings, are they gonna be an issue? Nope. The Packers win though, so Not over yet. Although it is looking like another one seed season. Granted, as well, according to like the news section, the defense. I think Cone will play good regardless. I want the Broncos anyway. 9-4. Oh, this is a fun game. Is it week 15 now? It is. So I think we can negotiate. Leon Moody. Also, would like to at least give Jimmy Bush an offer. But Leon Moody. Thank you for making things easy for me. But this is it. If we win or the Packers lose, we clinch the division. Tampa's Rock or San Fran and New Orleans and Tampa are the teams to look out for. San Fran is 9-4. So if we win, Buccaneers are 8-5. The Saints are 8. If we win and the 49ers lose, or have we played the 49ers? I don't think we've played them. But if we have, then we've a win clinches us. Okay, a win, a 49ers loss clinches us in the conference. A loss, a win, or a Saints and Buccaneers loss clinches us the 2 seed, and a Packers loss. Actually, we can't forget about Green Bay. Clinches us the 2 seed at worst. Granted, we're playing against a tough team, but we do pick up the win. Now, here is the real question. Oh. How is San Fran? We're the 1 seed. And to be honest, it feels great to be here. We're gonna give him the contract he's asking for. We'll even add next year. Is that what the issue is? Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry, we're not in a hurry to go after you. We have a few things to talk about. We're done negotiating, alright? Now that Kevin Trammell said he's not interested, we're done. Who are we playing? I don't know who we're playing, but let's go for a pass rush. The Saints. Yeah. Gonna double down, man. We have no reason to assault him. None of this matters, but because we've already clinched, we're just gonna sim to the playoffs. The only thing to worry about, and plus, we're not signing anyone else. I said Jimmy Bush. I think we're fine if we don't get him. He's only, what, a 70, 71 overall tight end, who's our third string. We could draft someone who's worse, but get him cheaper. We could sign someone who's around the same difficulty. We finished 15-2, so we did lose a game down the stretch. I don't really care who it was. It was the Saints. Now, another big thing to quickly check is if we suffered any injuries. No. That is legit the best thing that could happen. We're completely healthy. We finished 15-2, which I feel like is honestly the best record in the league. It is by a decent margin. The second best is the Broncos at 12-5. There's a few 12-5 teams. Let's take a look at the playoff picture. Saints, Seahawks, 49ers, Cardinals, Eagles, Packers. Looking at this, there's a few things that worry me. One, the Saints. They were one of two teams who beat us in the regular season. That worries me. Same with Green Bay. It's a division game. We'll have home field advantage if we do happen to play them, so that's nice. Same with the Saints, so, Then, there's a good chance we play in the 49ers and the Cardinals. The 49ers have been doing very good for a while now. They've been a constant playoff team, which is why I'm a bit nervous about them. And then the Cardinals, who we barely beat in the regular season. The Eagles, I'm not worried about. The Seahawks, to be honest, I'm a bit worried about the Seahawks, but I don't think we're going to end up playing them. So, it's fine. But if we do, then, yeah. Broncos at the 1 seed, and then we had the Bengals Steelers. That's the division game. Patriots Bills, another division game, and then Jaguars Ravens. So, 3 AFC North teams, and one's guaranteed to move on. There's a chance 2 of them do. Same with the AFC East. There's a guaranteed 1 AFC East team to move on. There's also a guaranteed AFC West team to move on. There's a chance of there being 2 of them. And there's also a chance of there being 2 NFC North teams in the second round. So, without further ado, this game, we're free this week. We just gotta look at who our possible opponents are, who are the Seahawks. If the Seahawks win, we're playing the Seahawks. If the Cardinals win and the Seahawks lose, we're playing the Cardinals. If the Cardinals and Seahawks lose, we're playing the winner of the Packers-Eagles. We play the highest number remaining, and that's going to be the 6-seeded Cardinals. The Cardinals upset the 49ers 28-13. The Packers upset the Eagles 31-21, and like I said, I thought the Saints would win against the Seahawks 49-14. Looking at the AFC, the Steelers upset the Bengals 26-7. The Bills upset the Patriots 42-35, and the Ravens upset the Jaguars 24-14. So we were a Seahawks win away from having, the away team win every game, and the higher number seed. So now it's pretty simple. The 2 winners play each other. So whoever wins out of the Bears, Cardinals, plays the winner of the Saints, Packers. In all honesty, if we win, because it's a big if, we don't know if we're going to win this game. If we win, I think I'd prefer the tougher matchup in the Saints. Because it's just so hard with division. Division could go either way because the teams know each other better than anyone. But that is also why those division games are so much more fun in the playoffs because both you can send a team home as well. Granted, in our situation, we don't have as much to lose because with the teams remaining, their pick in the draft isn't as good. So if they lose, they miss out on the Super Bowl and a good draft pick. If we lose, we just miss out on the Super Bowl because we don't have our draft pick. The Saints do. Hopefully we beat the Cardinals. I really hope we do. Because it would be very disappointing to go 15-2 and be a one and done. Okay. Fuck the Cardinals. I hate them. I hate them. We seriously went. Pro Bowl media, I'm not going to answer that. But the Bills end up doing that. Looking at Jarius Cohn wins quarterback 1. Tavares Buckner gets wide receiver 4. Is that Daquan Wiggins there? Larry Sweeting gets tight end 1. Bo Benjamin left tackle 1. Paul Altman center 1. Charles Lacey right guard 1. Chad Randall right tackle 1. So we were the left tackle away from getting, the left guard away from getting the whole starting offensive line. Eric Bird right end 1. Kendall Lynch free safety 2. Maurice Winslow, who I don't remember is on our team. I know he used to be a strong safety 2. That just shows how good our team was. We by far had the most Pro Bowlers, and we couldn't even make it past the first round we played in. Fucking hell. We're rooting for the Bills. We're going to keep it plain and simple. We're going to take a look at the yearly awards. Jadarius Cohn gets the MVP award. We got Coach of the Year as well. That's what happens when you win 15 games. Offensive Player of the Year. My family wants me, so I got to hurry this up. Enrique Patton, former guy for us, wins Defensive Player of the Year. Offensive Rookie of the Year, sorry. Family things. Prefer them not to bother me when my curtains close, but they never listen, man. Oh well, what can you do? Wow, the Bengals. Top two wide receivers. Oh, Lyman. We might have someone here because we had some good old guys. Actually, they may have retired. Enrique Patton, obviously wins best linebacker if he's going to get player of the year. DB. And best kicker. Offensive player of the year goes to Jamie Barnett. Jadarius Cone at 3. DeForest Buckner at 6. You love to see it. Daquan Wiggins, that was him, at number 10. Defensive player of the year, Eric Bird at number 5. Defensive rookie of the year goes to Doug Bosch. I doubt our guy got it because I don't think he played much. Defensive rookie of the year. Best QB, obviously Jadarius Cone. If you win the award of MVP, you're going to get him. Dexter McCray, number 3. Alright, I think we might have something with him. Best wide receivers, Jamie Barnett. DeForest Buckner at 4. Luke Allen at 7. Quan Wiggins at 8. Doug Wiggins, maybe Quan Wiggins' brother, at 9. Best O-lineman, Charles Lacey at 7. How do we have like nearly the whole NFC starting 5, but yet we don't win a single best lineman? The only team that should be ahead of us is the Saints. The Cardinals may be why we lost, because they have 2 in the top 10. Best D lineman goes to Chase Young. Eric Bird at number 3. Linebacker. Landry Turner, a former guy for us, signed with the Cardinals. He gets it at number 6. SDB, Nolan Humphrey. And finally, best kicker, Kyle Woods at number 2. Of course he just performed. We might have to extend him again now too, but we're going to wait until the offseason to do that. Final thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the stats, actually. And then we're going to give the O-linemen their awards. Okay, very solid year for the offense. Very good. Rushing, Dexter McCray brought us in the top half. Okay. Yeah, we have 2 good coordinators, it looks like. Final thing we're going to do is we're going to go to stats once again. Oh, what am I doing? We're going to go to player stats. We're going to go to NFL. Well, we're going to go to AFC. We're going to go to blocking. Whoever allowed the least amount of sacks while playing minimum of 1,000 downs gets it. Tiebreaker goes to whoever played the most snaps. So Sergio Hall at 1162 is winning so far. Scott Klein passing him up at 1130. Okay, it's going to go to Scott Klein unless we already have a superstar, which he doesn't. Ooh, that's a great one for the Steelers. 25 years age. So, he could very well become a 99. Now we go to the NFC and do the same exact thing. 1 per. Austin Urban with 1158. Oh, Austin Urban. Because he allowed 0 sacks. Unless, nope, he's only star, so also good with him. Only 27 years old. Now that's going to do it for the stream. Next episode we'll go over free agency, the draft, preseason, and we'll see who wins Super Bowl 70. I hope you guys enjoyed. I did. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Hope you enjoyed.